How's it going? It's been a couple of days. I only recently started working on my. I was just sitting here smoking like weed for like a half hour. I'm drinking my energy drink. They're only $1.50 now. Rockstar Punch. I've been working on icons on my website. I got a relapse in the website, just working on the website now. And I have to collect icons. But I collected this big icon area that collects all the different icons and try to consolidate. And I'm trying to make sure that the icons that I stick are the right ones, so I don't have to kind of keep replacing the icons. Do it right the first time. By getting a really big collection, got like everything I could think of off Envato, and then converted it to the 32 pixel. I use 20 pixel, but I convert it to 32 because for the big ones sometimes I use 32. I figure I'll use the same one. It's not a good way to do it, but that takes a while because I'm gonna have to convert from a really big size. And and then I had to upload them, and it actually took a really long time. I have gigabit internet, and even when I plug my computer physically to the internet, it takes forever to upload. I uploaded this new plants of stuff I downloaded just in a couple of hours or whatever, and I thought it was going to be done in really quickly, but it took like a few hours. So I watched Jobs. That was last night. But I didn't finish it though. But I haven't done a video in a couple days because I'm totally just working at all hours, just addicted. It's time consuming collecting all these icons. And then I was pasting them. I posted a bunch, because when I was looking at my Google Earth pages, I'd never really actually built it, but I did paste a bunch of Google Earth icons on there, and I think maybe even put the link on a few. But I was looking at it, and I don't like the look of it, where it's just all these Google Earth icons. It's wasted real estate, because an icon that's 20 pixels is like the size of a letter, is big enough to be able to see what icon it is. So you need to try to have as much diversification as you can. I have so many different things on there that with the timeline, it'd take a while, but I think I want to do it. I feel super ambitious. When I take time away from certain things on my website, when I get back to it, I'm super ambitious, more than before. And I think that's the case now, because now I'm ready to do it. But I remember this is what I was working on right before I started working on my house. I just was collecting icons and putting them on. So even putting special rainbow colored diamonds that make letters as the first letter of things in the menus and the big pages and stuff. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I went on a bike ride with my mom yesterday, first time in a while. I want to go ride our bikes down. It's 4 miles, so 8-mile round trip down to Southern Side, and go get beers and chicken wings and nachos. Cause she's 80. She did it last year at 79, but she did it at 80. Something I want to try to do every September when she's the most fit, but she says she's hasn't been training so much for it, so. Today I went over there and we went on a walk. So, oh man, last night I looked out here. I was gonna try to go to sleep. I moved in my room from the living room to try to. I think maybe because my computer was busy uploading or something. But I was gonna lay down and just work in my bed and then go to sleep. But and I looked out here and I wanted to make sure my ferrets, because I think the door was open, were in, but I didn't see them, so I just closed the door. But then I had insomnia after I was there for like an hour, and I came out. Oh yeah, I saw the ferret like between the screen and the door. I was, oh no, I left the ferret out, so I opened the door, and then both of the ferrets came running out. And Frizzle, in particular, was jumping up and down, like super excited. And I was like, I wonder why. And I just noticed they punched a hole in the screen, so now they can get in and out of the screen on their own, so that's cool. That's the little ferret door I was thinking about doing, but the problem is I didn't water my plants yesterday, but when I came out today, I looked at my plants, and like all of my plants, like all down here, all up the side, and all over there on the other side, are totally like uprooted, and especially on that end, demolished. And at first I was like, what's this? Birds? No, it's too much for birds. A squirrel to find it? And I was like, this looks like ferrets. And then I realized, oh my god, it was my ferrets. My ferrets got up here on my deck, and I'm on the second floor. I'm like 20 feet up at night, and they were just digging the shit out of all these plants. So they must have had a field day. Like, this is the most digging of real plants that they've ever done. They completely uprooted my giant, like 3-foot tall sunflower over there, and yeah, I'm gonna have to like get more potting plant, repot it with more soil. But luckily they didn't fall off the edge. But I didn't know they could get up. I think what happened was the only way they could have gotten up. Well, maybe it was there. First I thought maybe they got up there because I have hanging tools, saw and hammer and stuff, and I see the hammer fell into the pool. But that means they would have had to get in the pool and then climb up on top of the tools. But then I just noticed over here, maybe they got up on that trash can, and then they clawed up here. I think that's what they did. They got up on the trash can, and they clawed up the side of that up to the water. That's more feasible than going up there. There's the hole they punched in the side. So now, at least now I know how to prevent it. I'm going to, I have to make sure that trash can is over there underneath my hammock chair. That way they don't have anything to boost themselves as they climb up the heater or the air conditioner, because I don't think they can climb up. They're not good enough climbers to just climb from the ground up that. Their legs would dangle, and they wouldn't be able to do pull-ups to get up. They're not like monkeys, which makes them really convenient pets because you can hide stuff from them just up high. But if they have that thing, that makes it possible. So I think that's going to fix it. I'm glad that I figured it out, because I was like at a loss of how to prove that of ferrets. If they can climb up that, then I mean, I was going to have to take off all of the tools. I didn't have another place to put the tools. And they probably wouldn't be able to climb up the rock, but I think it was here. Anyway, this morning I let them like I was working on my computer in my room. I was so lazy I didn't want to leave my room. I just put the computer on my chest. I'm not even using my big TV. I didn't even try, because I don't know. I just want to be able to see everything better and have like quickest mouse. I should move over because it's worse. It's better for my eyes. But I picked up the ferrets out of their cage and put them in my room with me. They were running around for like an hour and then fell asleep. But then I remembered I don't want to make that a habit because they might like pee. I don't want to start smelling ferret pee, but and one of them is coughing, so I bought ferret cough medicine. And then I saw that I have like $175 like gift card from Amazon from all the buying that I've been doing. And so I bought the cough stuff, and I also bought for $30 frisbees for frisbee golf. I want to see if I can go with my mom to do frisbee golf because it's right across from her house, right across the street, and it's a huge like complex. But but then I still had $175, and it was 20% off because it was right in my face. Oh yeah, because I went into my lists to see if, like my wish list, and I ended up buying I had to pay another $250, but I got the aquarium cooler for my axolotl. So I'm gonna set up that thing and get the temperatures right, and then like maybe next month go and buy a whole bunch of fish and the axolotl and stuff. So I have fixins for all these animals. I have for 4 spiders, a mantis, a tarantula, dart frog, crested gecko, gargoyle gecko, scorpion, water frogs, sandfish skink, a knoll, and hermit crabs. Yeah, on top of along with my leopard gecko and tegu, 2 ferrets and 2 parakeets, and fish. Yeah, I have 5. I have 10 wall-mounted aquariums apart from my big aquarium. 3 of them, 8 of those have filters and heaters. So they all have heaters, except for 2. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish my energy drink and listen to music and then like sit on the couch or whatever, maybe in my bed. My back was hurting really bad. Like I'm too old. I'm 48. I aged out. I'm too old to like just sit on my back all day long because my back just starts hurting from like muscle atrophy or something. So I think I'm more comfortable just sitting on a couch. But and maybe I'll work here for a little bit. But anyways, that's what I'm up to. My mom was asking me like, how long are you guys just gonna be working on the website? She's super pissed. And I was like, yeah, the rest of the year, like, what day is it? Like, it's halfway through September, so October, November, December, like the rest of the year. But building all of this Google Earth stuff is like, my mouth is dry. Is like, building the links, it's like, it makes it come together really fast. It's like accelerated web work. It's like I hired 10 people to help me, because it's such a culminating project. The real time was spent building the stuff. Making the links is just like the icing on the cake. So That's why I'm so addicted to it. So, but by the end of the year, all of my Google Earth stuff I think will be downloadable, and with all of the icons, I came to this like epiphany about my timeline, and I think I must have been wanting to do this before, but I just didn't think about it. And it's to put, the icons everywhere, and I have like fancy ways to create consistencies in my timeline, like grammatical patterns, wherever, like where the border of everything has its own color and border style for whatever historical thing it is. And then same thing with the font, but the icons in front of it, like between on my timeline, it's going to be, I think, between the year and the name of the thing, but on the Google Earth, it's before the number. But like you can say so much just by looking at the icon, because icons change that mean the same thing would change. For example, signifying a change in history. For example, war is swords, two swords like this, until 1450, when the Ottomans took over Constantinople because they broke down the unbreakable walls with cannons. And so after that, people fought with cannons primarily than swords. And so after that, at 1450 all over Europe, then war doesn't mean two swords, but now it's a cannon. And then same thing with like architecture, like at the beginning, at the fall of Rome, like a building, a mansion would be a castle. Until like, and I don't think I've decided yet, but the invention of what put cannons out of business? Airplanes. I'm really high right now. Anyway, yeah, but then you turn it into a palace, and like a church, like would look like a cathedral, like Notre Dame in Europe. But if you're in Asia, it's a pagoda, and then I even have like Asian style castles, and just so that you can see, like in the church there's a mosque in the Middle East, and so that the icons for the same thing are different for each country, and then change throughout history when things. What was another thing that changed in history? I can't think right now, but yeah, I had to come up with the idea to help paint history with more detail with the icons, because I have so many of them. So I'm going to attach, like I attached all the icons I replaced the Google Earth, and I think I uploaded it too. With the whole world, replaced all the cathedral and castle. But the problem is, I think I did European cathedral and castle style in Europe, in Asia, because it was before I had that idea. And I did a bunch of other icons too, but because I was going to go through the famous building, like go through all the icons that I have, and then when I just by line, and with each icon you just attach it to the timeline, which is time consuming, but that's a good thorough way to do it. Instead of just look at the timeline and be like, oh look, I have an icon for that, and you just do it with the icon first. But also, last night, I wanted to I think I had this idea before, but didn't take it seriously, but I want to have an icon for the different tribes of all the world, because I have those Google Earth. Man, it's like dried up, and now I'm getting like and I have the tribes, like I traced them, so all I have to do is And I have them solid. I have the outline version and the solid. So I can do the solid version, and then also on top of it have the towns that existed, the tribal cities, because they have those in different colors. And all I have to do is do a screen capture, and that shows up really well in a 20 pixel icon, because it's a bright solid color with the distinctive shape. So yeah, those will look really good. So that's kind of how that ended this morning when I went to sleep. And that's what I was gonna do today. Let's go in and do screen captures. I did screen captures of like 5 of them, and then I was like, oh shit, I forgot to activate the towns. So I did like the first, and I was like, oh, let's do it tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Try to do all of the different tribes that way, and then plug them in as the icon. I don't know if I already made the link. If I did, I think all I have to do is just paste it. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just change the image, and it keeps the link of it. So, but it's gonna look so much better. And then move it to the front of the word before I add it at the end. I want it at the front. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna look really cool. And also when you add the big letters on all the menus with the colorful letter of the image, I also have it so the image can be the link to the Google Earth. Just to save, you know, like all those Google Earth images took up a lot of space, and it was like cheesy as hell. So I don't know what I was thinking, just putting them all up there like that, right? So before I quit, took a breather, and got more ambitious. So anyways, tomorrow I'll try to do a video every day, but tomorrow, who knows how far I'll go along, but I'm getting, because I'm doing so many different things, you know, at the same time. But yeah, hopefully maybe I'll do attach the tribal icons, and yeah.